You know, many of us have a hard time admitting that we're wrong. I mean, with so much narcissism out here in today's world, you shouldn't be surprised at that. There's something else that's even harder. Many, many of us really have a hard time admitting that we made a mistake. We're going to talk about that tonight, you know? Ladies, did you make a mistake and let go a good man? We'll talk about it. Overdrive up next. Dame hit it. Well, well, well. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's podcast of The Overdrive Third Gear. I am MaxiMuM Black, aka the Black Knight. I have the Lady Knight with me, Dame Frankie. And for those who don't know of this show, this is our flagship show. This is the show that I started the whole channel with, the MaxiMuM Overdrive. Well, back then it was just called the Overdrive until it got shut down. We had a few issues, and we got shut down, and we made this channel Third Gear because they also shut down MaxiMuM Overdrive 2G. They shut that down too, but both channels are operational. We will be turning them into something else. The Power Network will be coming this year, so look for the Power Network to launch. And our motto, you know, Power One, the power of one people, right? We are Power One on the Power Network. So, interesting topic tonight, right? Interesting topic. Ladies, did you make a mistake? Did you make a mistake and let go a good man? We will be talking about that hard and heavy. Let me bring in my co-host, the Lady Knight. And for those, this show right here, it's not like gangster talk. Me and my co-host, we pretty much have a back and forth right off the bat, we both tackle a topic. She provides the female perspective, and I do the male perspective. So this is pretty much a talk show. All right. So sit back and enjoy it and have some fun. If anybody have any questions, post them in the chat. Lady Knight, what's going on? How are you?
All right.
Feeling good?
Oh yeah.
Kids ran you up a wall today?
Hmm?
Did the kids run you up a wall today?
Yep. Up the
Yeah.
wall, around the world.
All right, let's get into it. You know the topic. It's did you let go of a good man? Or did you let a good man go? Do women often think about the guys they let go? I mean, you're a woman. You tell me. Do women often think about the guys they let go, or they just let them go? They just let them go, and they don't think about them anymore.
Um. Yeah, I think it do sometimes think about
You ever
them.
heard any? You ever heard any one of them say that they let one guy go, but they regret it? They made a mistake, or is
Uh,
that something that a woman would say?
yes. Yeah. They usually put
Lay it
it.
on me.
They usually put it in the young and stupid mode. When they were young and and didn't know any better. They let go a good guy, or
All
they
right,
didn't think
so
the guy till he was gone.
okay, but I don't understand. If you're young and stupid, then how can you recognize a good guy at that age? Because you're talking about immaturity, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that can't be right. How young are we talking? Are we talking teenager? We're not. We're definitely not talking preteen.
No.
So are we talking teenager or are we talking young adult, like in the age
Uh,
range of
Usually young
20 to
adult.
25? All right,
Usually.
so
Mm-hmm.
all right, so you're talking about in the range of 19 to 25. Is that
Mm.
right?
Yeah, there's a few of
Oh
them
man,
that
as a matter of
range.
fact, we'll take it all the way up to 20. No, we don't want to go up to 27, right? Because that's going on the other side. So we'll take it from 19 to 26.
Okay.
So you still consider that young and silly years?
Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could probably go with the 19 and maybe even up to 22. But 25 and 26, I don't know about that.
Well, there's a few hard-headed people. Sometimes it
I
takes
mean,
them a
at
little
that point,
longer.
yeah, at that point, you're almost graduating college or about to graduate college. I mean, you got to know something by then. I mean, well, not graduating college. You're in college. You're deep into college at that point, right?
Mm,
I mean, at that point, you're talking to, you're in college. You're talking to adults. You're talking to professors. I mean, yeah, at that point, you have to know something.
okay. Nope. It's a case of they think they know, or they know with just that little experience.
Hmm.
That's limited sometimes.
All right. Well, let's
Sometimes.
talk about.
Hmm.
All right. Well, let's talk about things that can lead up to that happening. Right? What causes a woman to let a good man go? All right. Let's get into this arterial expression. Right? Let's look at the dress. The way the guy dressed. Does that have anything to do with it? If the guy dresses like a goofball, or if he wears hush puppies with khaki shorts and tube socks that come all the way up to the kneecaps. Is that a deal breaker? I mean, do you say, okay, I'm gonna let this guy go because he dresses like he doesn't belong on this planet?
Um. It's okay. Let's see. It It don't always have to do with their. If she's kind of shallow, it will do. She will concentrate on the way he's dressed. But that's
All right, well,
really young. That's usually in the teens young.
all right, well, I want to go back to something, right? You said that usually when they say or they admit that they let a good guy go,
Mhm.
they usually chalk it up to being young and silly. All right, so let's get into that one more time. At that age, right, when you're 25, you're 26 years old, right? Are you looking for a good guy? I mean, do you really know what a good guy is at that point?
Okay, you're kind of slowing down from just going out to have fun. You know,
Yeah, you're slowing down from going out to have fun. I get all that, but do you okay, let's talk about what's a good guy. Starting from the woman's point of view, right? Give
Mhm.
me one thing that you think makes a guy good. I know there's several things, but we'll go one at a time from the female perspective. What makes a guy good to a female?
Okay,
It's the fact that he can hold a job. He has the gift of gab. He dresses for success. What is it? What's the thing that the woman is looking at that's going to make her think that this guy is good?
oh, okay, let's see. Okay, okay, usually it's about okay how you make her feel, loyalty. Yes, if he's working. Uh,
All right, so the way he makes her feel, loyalty, working. All right.
let's
Well,
see.
you know what? That's kind of
If he
confusing
meets some
because
kind of internal criteria that she has,
mhm,
you know, um,
internal criteria.
yeah, it's something. Okay, okay, it's kind of superficial, but it's something that she had. Like, okay, I have a friend. She's tall, so she prefer tall dudes that's taller than her. So she's probably more likely to look towards a dude that's is taller than her or taller.
Okay,
Um.
so if the guy is shorter
Mhm.
than the woman, but he's a good guy,
Mhm.
she doesn't want to deal with that because he's shorter than her.
Let's just say it makes it a little harder for him. She may, depending on if she's getting beyond the superficial and trying not to limit her, her range. She'll go out with a good with a shorter guy, but her
Oh,
preference would be for the taller guy. So he got to have something else going for him to make her overlook that he is not as tall as her.
so is the woman following her heart, or she's following a lust, or what she's following at this point? See, because you can't say that you're looking for a good man, and when you have one, and he's shorter than you're opting out and going for the guy who's taller, but may not be as good.
She'll probably look for a good guy that's tall, but who
Huh.
catches her attention first would be the taller guy.
Hmm.
Well, mhm,
Okay.
uh-huh.
So say you got this guy. He's a good guy. He has the tangibles and the intangibles.
Hmm.
But there may be another tall drink of water comes along, and he appears to be better, but he's not. It's just a showpiece, right? Do you end up with this person, and you let the other person go, and you realize later on that you made a mistake because the guy you let him go for is abusive.
Okay, wait
Now,
a
do
minute.
you now?
Wait a minute. Did you say they were both tall?
Mm-hmm.
And the first guy, good guy, got a job, all that other stuff. She likes him.
Uh-huh.
But then another guy that's tall come along, and
Right, and he
she
appears to be better. He appears to be better on the surface,
okay.
but he's abusive,
She
and he
knows
hit
that
it
before.
well.
She knows that.
No, well, of course you don't know it ahead of time. She know it ahead of time. She'll make the right decision.
Okay, if the guy if the first guy's everything, like he has to do something to make her turn away from him to this other
Well,
dude.
no, she already cut him off.
Okay, so she cut him off before she met this other dude.
No, she cut him off after she met this other dude.
Okay, okay. If the first guy is everything she's is, and plus he meets that internal criteria is tall, he would have to do something to make her turn away.
Well,
There
no,
gotta be
I just
something
said
missing that she
no, but
she uh-huh.
I just mentioned that another tall drink of water came by. It dazzled her, and she fell on him, and she let the other guy go.
Okay, so another tall guy comes, talks to her, dazzles her, and she leaves the
Hmm.
first guy for the second one.
Right, and the second guy is abusive.
Okay. Okay, she will regret that, but there got to be something missing from the first guy that the second guy had that made her turn away from him to her. It's a
Well,
case
I
of
think I think
they concentrate what they don't have and they ignore what they do have.
well
So they
I see my whole issue with that is I think we put unrealistic expectations on people.
mhm.
I mean, you said something in there just a few seconds ago. You said, "Is this guy? I mean, does this guy have everything? Who has everything? Nobody has everything,
Okay.
right? I mean, so what did we look? What are we talking about here? Are we talking about a fictitious person? Are we talking about standards that are impossible to meet?
Mhm.
Because when you say he was everything, what is everything? And how can a person be everything?
Oh,
You
okay.
can answer the question.
I was making sure that he was finished. Okay. 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 When you a lot of when you very young, you have too much expectation. A lot of it's unrealistic. So what'll happen is when she has an unrealistic expectation, and the
Okay,
guy
so you saying, all right, so you saying that this only happens when a woman is young. This never happens at the adult level.
it does happen, but a lot of the time when women talk about they let a good man go, it happened when they're young.
Okay, but when did she recognize they were good men? I mean, at the time they let them go and didn't think it was real, or they thought about it as they got older and they realized that this guy was a good guy.
Uh, okay, okay, all right. I'm gonna give you. Okay, this is the possible answers that I've been told. Over the years. One, good guy, good man, but he's missing something. There's one little thing or a couple of little things or something that she felt that was important that he don't that don't make him. I know it's unrealistic that he have everything or he be perfect, but sometimes when you're young, you have unrealistic expectation. Now, most women start to grow out of that. You know, they like this is unrealistic. I ain't perfect. This person ain't perfect. Does he have? You know, they start questioning. But some people take longer to get that maturity. So yes, you will have some older women that they hadn't matured enough, or they hadn't matured, or they stuck in that mindset of the guy
Mhm.
has to be perfect or has to have everything. That it's almost like they're young. They're young in the mind. They hadn't
Well, I don't
matured.
know.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if the guys has to be perfect. I just think that they want certain things. Now, a guy is supposed to come prepackaged already with
Hmm.
a certain amount, okay, that he can present to the woman. Well, this day and age, these dudes don't have anything going on. All right, and you've seen the current state of men now. Okay, so these guys out here ain't worth two nickels to rub together. But letting a good guy go, if you let a good guy go, how much does it affect you later on down the line in relationships when probably you should have stuck with that guy and you wouldn't be a single baby mama. You would be happily married and you would have a father because you see him doing that with another woman. And so when you look at him with that other woman, do you say that he was mine first or that's supposed to be you? What goes to a woman's mind at that point?
Um, Sometimes, okay, if she's dealing with a man that is not like the one that she let go, she'll have the regrets where I could have it chose this one. I could have been married to that one. I could have been involved with this one, but no, I chose you. You're no good behind. I've heard that. You know, the regret
All
of
right,
the
well,
choice made. You know.
all right, well, let me ask you this. Shout out to the chat. Kendall Rowland, Hassan Burton in the building, and T. E Nation representing. We're having a chit chat about, letting a good man go because there are some good men that aren't being recognized and aren't being picked up. They're free agents. And we're going to talk about them after we get finished with this. Now, let me say something here.
Hmm.
When the woman lets the good guy go, he knows he's a good guy. Then he goes and gets with another woman and she gets all of the benefits. And then the guy sees the woman that let him go and she's not doing pretty good. Does he get the gloat? Does he say, you should have kept me? Can he say that and get away with it?
Oh, okay. Most men they do not gloat to her. They might gloat to themselves. They might gloat to a friend. Well, too bad she should have chose me. But
Hmm.
to gloat to her, nah, nah, nah. They don't have to. They just their living their life is the gloat.
Right.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So they don't necessarily have to say it. Now there are some that will, but as I said, they don't necessarily gloat to the woman because that signifies that you still into her, that that you still into her, you still mad about her turning you down, that you have to rub it in her face. You could have did this, or you could have had this, or we could have been like this, but now you stuck with that Negro, or
All right,
you
well, let
were.
me ask you, let me ask you this, right? Okay, a lot of black women say that there are no good men. Could it be that impatience is not allowing you to see the good men that's pretty much surrounding you?
Mm.
Is it patience? Are you impatient? Okay,
Mm.
let's go over some things to where we can recognize these good men. Okay, the guy that works at the corner store, not any guy, not the guy running around in the store always talking shit, whatever, but the quiet worker, the one that's always working, always seems to be serious about what he's doing. Okay, why doesn't he get a look? Okay, why doesn't the
Okay.
guy? Why doesn't the guy who's a janitor get a look? Is it
Oh,
because their jobs aren't, you know, jobs of glory? Why don't these guys get a look? Why can't they get a look?
oh, okay. Uh, Most of the janitors I know do get a look. They married.
Mm.
So, okay, I'm trying to think of why wouldn't look. Probably because she
What about
eats.
the What about the guy that works at McDonald's? The guy
He
that works
probably
in the guy that works at Burger King.
he'll probably get the look from his coworkers. Or he'll get the look from somebody that's working alongside of him. Um,
Look, here's my issue.
mhm,
Some sisters will take care of some lousy ass dudes, right?
uh,
And these dudes are no good. You know, they're full of it, and they'll go do it all with them, right? But why won't they go with a guy who is willing to be inspired? Like, for example, the guy that works at McDonald's, right?
mhm,
McDonald's is a very, very good place to work.
mhm,
But people overlook McDonald's, sleep on McDonald's. McDonald's have their own college.
mhm.
You can work your way up to management. You can work your way into owning your own McDonald's. You know, I wouldn't just overlook McDonald's.
Mhm.
You know, it's not an ordinary run of the mill job. It may look that way, but there's some serious benefits to be gained at McDonald's.
Mhm.
So what if it that you meet a guy who works at McDonald's, and you know, hey, he just need some inspiration. You already got the work ethic, so you got the work ethic versus the guy who wants to play PlayStation. So why won't you just tell this guy, hey, listen, good that you're working at McDonald's. Are you going to go for the manager position? You're going to take the manager tell. Why not influence him and build him into a king?
Okay.
You know, very, very few kings are born. Most kings are made.
Mhm.
Yeah. Most kings are made. Very few. There are some who are born to be a king, but you know, that's rare. But most kings are made. And they're usually made by women. They're usually made by the inspiration of the women that's in their life. Right? And so I don't understand why mess with some dude who haven't had a job in 10 years, 20 years, whatever, plays video games all the time, wants you to call him something he's not, which is a man, wants you to respect him as something that he's not, which is a man. But yet you got this brother here working at McDonald's that could be inspired to go through the stratosphere. I don't understand that.
Okay. All right. Okay, then. Okay, this is the possibility that they threw away, let go of the good guy, and they recognize after the fact that he's gone that he was a good man. That what he was. They done it too many times. They're getting older, so some of
I gathered as much on that one. I'm talking about okay. wasting your energy on someone that's an obvious bum. It's not like these guys are hiding the fact that they're bums. I mean, let's just put it out there. Most of the time when you meet these guys, they're already bums.
Okay. Well,
Then
that's
when they then when you enable them and they start living off you, then you realize just how much of a bum they really are. So why waste your energy on a bum versus a brother who's working at McDonald's, who just need a little inspiration, and he will skyrocket.
okay.
So yeah, so why not put your energy there?
Uh, okay. All right. This is why. In the beginning, the bum dude and the good dude looks the same. They
I
both
don't know, but
they, wait. Let me finish. They both in the starting place.
wait, but how are they the same though?
Okay, look, they both in the start. Okay,
Yeah, but how would you? Okay,
okay,
they both in the
okay.
starting place, but how would you put
Wait,
them in
wait,
the same? Because one is unemployed, the other one has a job.
no. The bum dudes do not. Okay, the bum dudes start off working in places like McDonald's, Burger King, whatchamacallit. In fact, some of the instances we reported, the couple met at when they were working at McDonald's. They start off in the same place.
I don't know about that.
Okay. Okay, but what's different is the good dude be motivated
So
either.
you're saying that?
Okay.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that if you go to McDonald's, you can't recognize a bum guy from a good guy because they both work at McDonald's?
Okay. Okay. Here is the difference. Here's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
So the good guy will either work his way up or as a stepping stone to a better job. He's working this right now until he get this better job. I know some young guys, they work the fast food place to get their gear and to pay for their trick and all that other stuff to work offshore, which is bigger money, bigger opportunities.
Right.
The good guy, he will either McDonald's or all these fast food places, he'll either advance in those areas or is a stepping stone to something bigger. He's doing this little job right now, stacking his paper, getting all the stuff he needs so he can get this bigger, better job. The bum dude has no intention of either using it as a stepping stone. He'll say he is. He'll say all kind of stuff. He'll say he's trying to be a rapper. He's trying to a stepping stone to his dream, whatever. But he never does anything. He doesn't want you. The woman could suggest all kind of things. Want to do training to be crew leader, crew chief, manager, assistant manager, all that stuff. Or he'll do it just to say he done it, and then he'll get into it with somebody higher up, and either he'll be dropped out or he will be fired.
Okay, well.
Mm-hmm. And so that's the
Okay, hold on, wait a minute. So you're saying that the good guy is using that for bigger and better opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
But what's wrong with the opportunity at a McDonald's? McDonald's is a huge opportunity in itself.
Okay. I said they would advance. They were advanced to go higher up into McDonald's structure.
Mm-hmm.
I known some of them that started off as a crew member, end up being a crew leader, crew chief, assistant manager, a general manager, regional manager. I seen them do all that.
Mm-hmm.
They can't. I've seen the two types. One of they rise up into the fast food industry, and the other one
now
is
that's a
stepping stone.
Okay, but check this out.
Hmm?
How is it that you can't recognize that guy though? I
Okay.
mean, he should be obvious.
No, he won't be obvious. That's the problem. He won't be obvious until he's not working. In the beginning, he'll be the fast food place, but
No, I'm
he'll
not talking about no.
okay.
I'm
He'll
talking about wait a minute. I'm talking about the guy you just talked about
okay.
who went up the ladder, huh?
Okay, go ahead.
Who went up the ladder, regional manager, and all of that.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, making six figures or better now,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or probably even seven figures now if he owns a McDonald's. So how come you can't recognize that guy at the beginning? He's right there in your face.
Okay, as I said, the bum dudes and the good
Okay,
dudes
so
are in the same spot in the
okay, so
beginning.
I think I know what you're saying. You're saying that in the beginning, at the beginning of the race, the bum dude and the good dude are running neck and neck.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So the good dude get inspired and become crew chief and all that. The bum dude's gonna do the same thing. So you can't tell them apart.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
Well,
if the
I don't know why I won't. I
okay.
don't know. For some reason, I'm not buying that.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay, now she might get a flag that let her know that the dude is bum. Okay, so she encouraged him and said, "You've been there, while you know all this, all those positions. Why don't you be crew leader?" And he'd be like, I don't know, that's probably no, just go ahead and try it. It'd be more pay, blah blah blah.
Well,
So she's encouraging him.
Princess Z, hold on one second.
Huh?
Princess Z, it's not that you encouraging a guy from scratch, right? I agree with you. A guy should have some upbringing,
Mhm.
right? But we don't live in them times anymore. So we have to change the way we think about relationships. We may have to come off the bench and pitch in a little bit more in order to get a valuable player out of the game. If y'all looking for, well, you ain't going to help this guy because he should be whatever, man, I'm telling you. And the reason why I'm saying that y'all might have to come off the sideline because the absentee fathers in the black community is so large, and these kids have become so rotten. They're not taught anything. These young boys don't know anything. They don't know how to self motivate. Hell, they don't even know how to get motivated. I mean, the crop of men out here today are absolutely rotten, and they have left no decent young men out there to speak of. They've allowed them to grow up in the street like wild animals and dogs. They don't have any teachings. See, my generation, a generation before me, you can say what you just said. You can say, you're not going to encourage the man because he should already know self-motivated. Yeah, that's true with my generation. I don't need any encouragement because I'm a self-motivated. But today, I don't know if that's a realistic mindset to have. I think that women are going to have to come off the bench and get into the game and help build an MVP because these young boys don't know anything. They don't know how to motivate them. They don't know anything. Excuse me. They have no teachings. Go ahead, Dave.
Mhm. Okay. Um. Okay. Yeah. There. Um. Okay. Yeah. About they should be self motivated. There
Hold on
are.
one second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Yeah, well, sometimes when we help people, it may not work out all the time, right? But we can't let that stop us because eventually you're going to get to the right person or you're going to get to the right couple of people. And then that's when that help is going to pay off. And it's going to pay off for the time it didn't pay off. It's going to erase the fact that it didn't pay off at one point. But if we don't help each other now, we're never going to get out of this situation because we're in a whole different era now. There is no black power. There are no more Black Panthers. I'm probably the last of the pro-blacks. And these guys that today are turning against women. They hate women. They're teaching young boys to hate women. The young boys are attacking women. So we live in a completely different land of Oz. All of the rules are different. So we have to think, our thinking have to match these times. We're thinking old school, and you can forget about that. Our thinking have to match these times. That's unfortunate, but that doesn't mean that won't come back on you some other way, in a good way. A lot of times when we get used by people, it creates good karma for us. I know that's something that people don't want to hear, but it does. It creates good karma for you and creates bad karma for them. Eventually he's going to have to pay the piper. Okay? And eventually your hard work and your kindness is going to be rewarded. Go ahead, Dan. Sorry about
that. Okay. Yeah. So sometimes the good dudes sometimes need a little encouragement, or he's feeling a little unsure of himself. He needs a little encouragement, and he'll get back in there. Or he's in a crossroad whether he wants to do.
Wait a minute. Hold on. But see, I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on the good guy and the bad guy running the same race.
Okay. Don't think of them as running the same race. Just say they out on the what they call it, the race.
Okay, so all right, so if the good guy gets promoted to crew chief and the bad guy gets promoted to crew chief, you can't see the difference between who's good and who's bad. Their personalities should stick out like a sore thumb.
Exactly. The personality stick out like a sore thumb, and the bad dude is gonna gets fired.
So you gotta wait. Okay, so you have to wait for something definitive to happen.
Well, no, you see it in his act. Well, for some women, yes, something definitive have to happen. Because she's listening to what the bad dude is saying. He'll be saying stuff like, they all hating on me. They ride me. Okay. All kind of basically everybody's fault. Are they trying to get him? They're all kind of excuses.
It's interesting, Princess Z. It's a very interesting concept. Do you think black women should help men today? I mean, I don't think that we can go off of what we did in the past. This is no longer the past. And this damn sure isn't any era I've ever seen. I'm on record in here several times on different shows saying, I don't know what kind of black people are these. I don't know what kind of black dudes are these. I've never seen black guys like this before. I'm not sure what the hell is wrong with these guys. And so when there are no teachings to speak of now. These new teachings that are being handed down by these old, broken, feeble pimps, they're teaching these boys to hate women and be womanizers and to be abusive to females. And we even got some fool talking about getting rid of all women. So, I mean, this is a whole different ball game now. So I'm wondering, Dane, do you think a woman should help a man?
I think she should help him. She should help him from a distance. Don't live with the dude. Don't let the dude live with you. Keep encouraging them, but don't sleep with him. You know, encourage him, but don't extend yourself way too much. The problem is women keep going like 100 miles an hour in the help, and if you're doing everything, then they ain't gonna do nothing. No, keep it at a distance. Keep a
Yeah, but that's
boundary.
something,
Mm-hmm.
right? But that's something that you have to recognize off the bat. I think what happens with a lot of sisters is that they get caught up in their feelings. They're like, this guy, oh, he's chugging along. If he would just get one break somewhere. And I'm not saying that that's wrong. I mean, I love my sisters for caring about us, but sometimes you have to practice tough love.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as much as you don't want to do it. I know y'all have nurturing spirits and y'all kind, but you have to practice tough love on some of these dudes. You know, they won't get anywhere without it.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so my whole thing is we have to be able to recognize the people are good from the beginning. Unfortunately, that's not easy to do. But to me, it seemed to be easy to pick it out if the person is productive. Let me see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Check out Princess Z comments, Dane.
Okay, wait. Let me back it up a little. No, I think it's risky for black women. Um, Princess Z never helped a man come up financially. He has to do it on his own. He won't appreciate you.
I don't
Um,
know. Well, wait a minute. Let me answer that. Let me respond to that. I don't know about that. We're not talking about yesterday's men anymore. We're not talking about guys that come from my era who are cut from a different cloth, who have a lot of pride and wouldn't live off a woman, and be worthless like that. These guys today, they don't have any standards, any morals. They don't have any want to, no desire. So I'm not sure if that's true today. Good day. I mean, you could sit up here and cuss these guys out today, call them all kinds of failures and stuff like, whatever, and they will think that there's nothing wrong with it. Go ahead, Dane.
okay. Um, okay. Yeah, you got to, if you're going to help him from a distance. Don't fall for the puppy dog eyes. Anything, especially if they, okay, if they, oh,
Puppy dog eyes.
oh yeah, looking pitiful.
I don't
They
even
might
know if
not
these.
ask to stay with you. They might be,
I,
I
I,
lost my job.
I don't know if these guys
My
are capable of
rent's
that.
coming up due, and what?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I don't know if these guys are capable of that anymore. I mean, you've seen the Madness Queer. You've seen the Sissy Bims. You've heard these Red Pill Rage dudes. You've heard these Igbo dudes, these MGTOW dudes. You've heard these guys speak.
But they speaking behind a computer, so they feel free to say all that. When they
Yeah,
face to
but
face
still,
in
yeah, but
reality,
wait. But it still creates an impossible environment, or an environment that we're not familiar with at all. When's the last time you seen guys like this? I've never seen dudes like this. I'm from the 60s and 70s. You know, I've never seen guys like this. I don't know what kind of black people. I'm sorry, black. I don't know what kind of black dudes are these. I don't know what's wrong with these guys. I've never seen anything like this.
Mm-hmm. I've seen an aspect of them. I've
You know?
seen them with some of my family members. It takes it took one a while, but he's growing out of
Listen,
it.
we go from
Mm-hmm.
right the the late 60s, 70s, and 80s to
Mm-hmm.
the black woman, loving the black woman, right? We made countless songs. Loving the black woman was even in our music. It's ingrained in my mind to love black women, right? So we love black women. We cuddled up with our women. I told you back then, it was
Mm-hmm.
all about being with your girl.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was looking to get a girl. Everybody wanted to walk down the street hugged up with their girl. That's what it was all about. It was really a lot of love for the black woman now. You fast forward to today, and it's the absolute antithesis of that. It is now hatred for black women. These dudes are hating black women now. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't know about any puppy dog guys. You may get some angry, you may get some growling and some gnashing of teeth. I don't know about puppy dog guys.
Oh, okay. All right. No, you get the gnashing of the teeth after they with the woman. But I mean, living with the woman. No, when they first get in there, especially if she's new to them, they feeling her out. They'll give the puppy dog guys. They'll give the pitiful talk and stuff like that. Stuff like
I don't.
I, I'm okay.
Again, I think you're in the wrong time frame.
Hmm.
I mean, you've heard these guys talk. Man, these guys ain't trying to. One of these guys. Remember that bum we had in here who said if he bought a woman a bottle of wine, he expected sex.
Uh huh.
So you can't even you can't even do something as grateful or gracious as wine and dine the woman that you're interested in without wanting something from her right off the bat. I keep telling you guys, man, women are like banks. Okay, put your money in and let it grow. Let it earn interest. Don't try to, you know, put it in and withdraw it in the same day and spend it all.
Hmm.
So I don't know what you. I'm not saying I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't know what era. Like, there's no shit. You can't
Oh,
even go on anything traditional anymore. I mean, these
oh.
guys are trying to divorce themselves from their own children.
Hmm.
Where they do that at?
Hmm. I have no
I mean,
idea.
yeah, I have no idea. I don't know what's wrong with these dudes. So I think maybe the black woman have to come off the sidelines and at least take a look. Other than that, I don't know if you're waiting for that Prince Charming to show up. It's going to be a long time. He may show up. I'm not saying he ain't, but it's going to be a long time before he shows up. And if he shows up, can you even recognize him? According to Dame, if a good guy and a bad guy both work at McDonald's and doing the same things, you can't recognize them, right?
Not initially. No.
But you see, I'm thinking the personalities stick out.
Yeah, there's a good possibility personality stick out. It depends on though. It depends sometimes on the woman. Some women will be like, will would not take it. And other ones will fall for the everybody's against me. They hating on me. Um, I'm tired of working on this penny and a job for nickels and dime. Or they promote everybody before me. It's a lot of things. Or the
Well,
bosses.
some of that,
Hmm.
well,
Hmm.
a lot of that is a bunch of, crybaby stuff because these guys aren't self motivated, and this goes back to what Princess Z said that she don't want to help a guy because he should be self motivated. Man, in this day and age, good luck finding that.
Okay, they might have a limited self motivation, There
I mean,
might.
you'll be lucky. Listen, you'll be lucky if you find a black dude that speaks English, right? That speaks English that you can understand. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got these dudes walking around talking. They sound like mumble rappers. Uh, Some dude was trying to talk to me yesterday about something about the truck. I ain't understand nothing he said. Yo, bro, the truck being the brake on the big the chambers don't move. Like what? He was trying to tell me that one of my brake chambers was out on the trailer. These guys sound like mumble rappers, man. So um, I think that because of the failure of male black leadership, the absentee father thing, I think the black woman, if she wants to have a relationship with a good man, she may have to take a step herself. You know, she may have to get into the guy's life a little bit more than what she wants. You know, I think some of these guys can be saved with some inspiration, but if there's no inspiration there, I think you got nothing. Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. All right. Okay. There are some bum dudes that's motivated by money, so they will appear to be hardworking.
Princess Z, pull yourself up by your bootstraps is an impossibility. You know, that's a racist talking point. You know, that doesn't even make it. You can't pull yourself up by your bootstraps. That's just something, that's a right racist talking point. You know, that's just something to further embarrass and discourage black people. Now, if you want to tell me that your father made his own way and did his own thing, yeah, I'm feeling that. A lot of brothers did that. But it's not a bootstrap thing. Go ahead, Dane.
Okay. 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 Okay.
What's the matter?
There are some
You all right?
bum. Yeah. There are some bum dudes. They're motivated by money, so they appear to be hardworking, but their personalities will show out, and they will end up losing their job,
Okay,
or,
so
or getting demoted, or
so before we go into all that, okay, so then what does the black woman need to do though? Should she wait for the bum guy to make a move to show that he a bum? And
okay.
if she's doing that, then she's focusing all of her energy on the bum guy and not paying attention to the good guy who's going up the ladder, who's working hard and going up the ladder.
Okay. 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 That's just the bad point of okay that you're going to have to pay attention to everything they do and they say. Okay, if you have some examples of good men, compare the dude to the good men. Are they motivated? Are they making excuses not to do this or that? Or do they have plans? Do they seem to be having goals and steps to implement those plans? Stuff like that. Are they constantly talking about money in the sense of, you know, it would be easier, since we together, why don't we just, get a place together instead of, concentrate on getting himself situated so y'all can get married by a house, or if they one of them types that, don't believe in the marriage thing, but being in together and you cool with that, buying the house,
All
stay
right, but you still.
places.
All right, but we
Uh-huh.
still haven't gotten past. Okay, we done said all these other things, right?
Uh-huh.
But we still haven't gotten past one of the most important things: being able to recognize the good guy and sticking with the good guy. Or okay, let's go with Princess Z's logic, right? All right. Would you okay. If you find out later on that you passed up a good guy because at one point he needed some help, what would you think about that? Because it's why I say, well, why did you pass up David? David now he's a millionaire. He owns McDonald's and all that. And he came and he did it the hard way. And you was with him. Why did you pass him up? And your response is because when I was looking to be with him, he needed financial help. So are you happy with that answer or do you have another one? Hello?
Oh, I thought you was talking to Princess Z.
I'm talking.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, okay. Well, you know what? Maybe we need to shut it down because it's obviously tired. Okay, because we can't stay focused.
Okay.
What time is it?
It is 9:25.
All right,
Okay.
let's give it about another 20, 30 minutes, and then we're going to shut it down because
Mhm.
can't stay focused.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Princess Z says good guys can be bums too. Okay.
Good guys can do what?
I thought that's what you was talking about. She got good guys can be bums because she said Princess Z.
Good
Okay.
guys aren't good guys aren't bums. Bums are bums.
Yeah. So he wasn't a good guy. If
That's
he,
probably why.
Mhm.
That's probably why some people can't find good people because they think good people and bad people are one of the same, and they're not. Good guys aren't bums. They're called good guys for a reason, and one of those reasons is that they're not bums. Bums are bums, and bums aren't good guys.
Okay, so
Good.
what it was you had a bum who appeared to be a good guy.
That's a bum. It's not a good guy. But okay, let's be very clear about something. Bums aren't good guys. Bums are bums.
That's what I just said.
Not talking. Okay,
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was
I'm
talking to
getting
me.
ready to shut this down because this is getting out of. We're getting confused and we're losing focus.
Okay. All right. Okay. What I was trying to say to Princess Z, you didn't have a good guy. You had a bum.
Yeah, let
You
me say my. Let
mistakenly
me
thought
finish.
he was a good guy, but he wasn't.
Hold on one second, lady. Now let me make my statement. Listen, ladies. Bums aren't good guys. Bums are bums. Good guys aren't bums. Good guys are good guys. If you think a good guy and a bum are one of the same, you have a personal mental issue because you cannot differentiate one from the other. Go ahead, Dane.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Kendall. Okay. Um. Yeah. So that goes into the the bum can appear to be a good guy. Don't move fast with any man. You know, you got to give him time to show his hand. If he's a
Well, the
good guy,
only
he's
time,
trying to stay a good guy. But if
well, the
he's a
only,
bum, he's
well,
going to show himself.
well, the only time that a bum is effective in mimicking a good guy is because the woman don't want to pay attention to the fact that he's a bum. Like he shows all of these signs of being a bum, and the woman overlooks it. Yeah, he's a thief, but he's got a nice smile. Yeah, I know he got fired 12 different jobs for insubordination and beating people up. But I like the way his hair is cut. Yes, he's been in and out of jail for domestic abuse, you know, but he makes me laugh. So women let these guys, put on this show for you. And you think that they're good guys. They're not good guys. They're only good guys in your eyes because you're ignoring the fact that they're bums. Go ahead, Dane.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Part of the problem is there's no court and there's no time. Everybody's in a hurry. Are they quick to jump in bed? So you don't give the man a chance to, or you to find out, or watch him to see if he stays the same. If he, because he can't, if he's faking it or pretending or telling you what you want to hear or pretending to be what you want so he can get what he wants out of you,
Well,
he won't be able to sustain that as a bump. But the good
well,
guy,
my
he's going
problem
to remain
is,
the good guy regardless.
my problem is this, right? The bums are getting more action than the good guys. And the bum is playing a good guy. He's not even a good guy, but he's getting action. The good guy, who's a good guy for real, doesn't get any action. He gets no play. He's sitting on the porch in his tube socks eating a thing of Pringles, but he's financially loaded.
Oh, okay. I gotta see outside my spirit. The bums are usually the ones that can't get a woman or they can't keep one. They keep prostitutes.
Well, that's not the only thing that a bum is. He's more than that. It's more than that. He's dishonest. He's a thief. He become an abuser. He's a freeloader. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you're missing out on when you recognizing bums. There's a lot that'll tell you that they're a bum. But I think what happens is because black women are so caring and so nurturing, they're willing to overlook. It's like you try to tell you dudes, right? I keep saying that black women don't love us. You keep saying that black women don't care about us. They love us more than you can imagine, and they care about us more than you think. You think that they don't know what we're going through? They know what we're going through. They know what we've been through. And for this, some of them have a bleeding heart for us, even when it's to their detriment. But I say it's time for some tough love. You know, sure, I didn't have it easy when I was growing up. My father didn't play these kinds of games. We had to produce. We were taught to be producers. We had to produce. These guys got it made now. They ain't got nobody in their face like we had back in the day. Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. Okay, now, okay, Max, I'm just kind of curious because I'm trying to figure out where this guy falls in line. As far as I can tell, he's a good dude, but he um he keeps losing jobs. Either the job is is complete and it takes him a moment to find another job, like he works with construction. And in the meantime, his hustle jobs, where he's a helper with the electrician, or a helper with the carpenter,
Well,
or a
well,
helper with the
well,
plumber.
well. The problem with a guy like that is just that he just doesn't have the right kind of focus.
Hmm.
He's spreading himself too thin. Instead of mastering one thing and making that work for him, he's trying to get involved in all this other stuff and call it hustling.
Hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, he
And
wants to call it. He wants to call it hustling. You
mhm.
know, a lot of guys, brothers, y'all got to get serious out here and stop playing games, man. You know, talking about chalk it up to the game. You're losing out here. You're losing, and the only way you're going to win, you are going to need the black woman's help. And this is the same woman that now you're hating and you're trying to make other people hate, but she can actually help you get back on track. You're barking up the wrong tree. You're sealing your own fate by turning on your women. Go ahead, Dan.
well, as far as I can tell, he ain't turned on his woman. But whenever
I'm not
they,
talking.
okay, all right, my apologies. Um, but okay, I've seen these kind of manispirish dudes, but they don't hate black women. They just really mad.
All right. Listen. What time is
Uh-huh.
it?
Uh, 9:35.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get ready to shut it down. We're a little tired. Um, you got something you want to say, Dan, before we get out of here?
Okay. Um. Okay. All right. This is about the good guys that you let go, not about the bum dudes you let go. If you
Yeah.
still
Well.
concentrating on the bum dude, then you putting too much of your energy in him, even though y'all no longer together.
Right. Okay. Right. You know, we're not gonna get into a whole thing. We'll probably do a part two, y'all, about this, but we're a little bit more energetic. Okay, and we're not losing focus and saying crazy things.
Hmm.
But I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight at Overdrive. Ladies' Night will be aired tomorrow at 6 p.m. So check out the Dame and Abby will be there. The African Princess will be on the show tomorrow night with the Lady Dame.
Hmm.
So they're looking to have a good show. All right, hey Dame, cue up the music. Let's get on out of here.
Okay.
Peace, power, and unity, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the Overdrive 3G.
Okay.
See you all next time.